go online just to twist the facts. Everything you say was cap, my boy, you ain't even graduate. Why you quoting J.A. Rogers, nigga, he don't even say what you say. I sit back and laugh, but times this shit get really sad. If you was racing a nigga with no legs, your boy still coming last. All you do is go live and fabricate about the fucking past. I been sunning apples for so long, I changed my name to NPM Dad. Talking slick, he getting checked, bitch, that's factual. He faking woke, he faking deep, he real impractical. These niggas ain't got no books, they ain't got no proof, they ain't real radicals. His whole crew is lost, them niggas is pseudo-logical. I can't argue with no goofy, I don't spar off of misinformation. If I can with scholarship, it's a dead conversation. You been chasing fake identities, you a cultural clout chaser. I can't go back and forth with these niggas, these boys scared to show their faces. I can't go back and forth with these niggas, these boys scared to show their faces. You be reverse engineering white supremacy, you really fake racist. They say that Andrew Jackson was a nigga, boy, that shit ain't got no wings. You say that Nathan B. Forrest was black, my nigga, you said the wildest things. You say that tribes are speaking Latin, my nigga, that shit does not compute. Algonquin is Paleo Hebrew, boy, this fuck is wrong with you. You say the Klan was full of brothers, my nigga, we you out your mind for real. Andrew Jackson black, boy, that's cap, we know that shit for real, for real. You say the census lied for centuries, boy, you beefing with the field. If this shit was a sport, these niggas ain't had no highlight reel. If this shit'd be a sport, these niggas have no highlight reel. Niggas is big as fuck, these niggas ain't even in the fucking field. These niggas be wasting time online, we call that nigga Chief Capital. He say he read a book, but I swear to God, that book don't match the plot. Every time I check him for a source, bro, get the glitching out. He ain't even cracked the code, that nigga just posted Nazi Twitter posts. Boy, you be yelling on the panel, but you jump back the tone. This nigga say the Moors was born in America, boy, that shit is cap and go, let's go. Cap and gone. I've been off the top so long, these niggas won't even right this wrong. These niggas be lying.
Damn. I had to sneeze like crazy. Alright, hold up.
Let's go. Buying streams and Pinterest memes. I caught you pushing schemes. Talking Deuteronomy, match your genealogy. Come on. The streams are getting dumber. You're starting to lose numbers. The facts are not important now, and I can't teach you what's right. Can't teach you what's right. You've got your face in your ass. Why do you come with these pseudo facts? Can't teach you what's right. I'm losing my mind tonight. I'm starting to go under. Now. You can't get any dumber. You're sounding dumber now. I said you can't get any dumber. You're sounding dumber now. It's really been a long summer. You're really dumb right now. Pseudo streams and Facebook memes all echo the same dumb things. Claim they make no source in sight. Dunning-Kruger in effect all night. Let's go. The streams are getting dumber. They're starting to lose numbers. The facts are not important now, and I can't teach you what's right. Can't teach you what's right. You've got your face in your ass. Why do you come with these pseudo facts? Can't teach you what's right. I'm losing my mind tonight. This is starting to get absurd. Everything you say I've already heard. Don't believe you, not today. No, not an evening anyway. It's dumb. It's really dumb. It's rather dumb. I try to tell you, but you don't. You seem to listen, cause you don't seem to understand it. It's the paradox of ignorance. You don't seem to understand it. Boy, you're pseudo. Boy, you're pseudo. You're rather slow. You're rather dumb. And I can't teach you what's right. I can't teach you what's right. I can't teach you what's right. You got your face in your ass.
Yeah, I think it is. It probably. Let me turn my mic down. Let me see how it sound. That niggas still gonna hear the crickets now. I am outside with this shit, nigga. You know I like to smoke. But this is a token fatigue episode. So let me get into one of my token bags while I'm rolling up. I got this tequila on deck. You know what I'm saying? So it's birthday week, so we celebrating this night. What they do, OG?
Rejection.
Here we go, the whole you're an incel thing. Okay.
Because on a podcast about 2 months ago, didn't you just say you got your first girlfriend and you're like 30?
Number one, I've had a girlfriend now for a few years, not 2 months. And it's an open relationship. I do what I want, and she's
close on her end.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing, huh?
Yeah. I'm asking if your views come from data or rejection, because someone had to hurt you for the way you feel about women.
Oh, so I have to be hurt to be able to establish and tell the truth.
Well, yes.
That's interesting.
Sorta, kinda. Was it your mom?
No, actually, you know what's funny? It was my mom that warned me about these hoes. Yeah.
So you and your mom are birds.
Me and my mom are birds?
Yeah. Bird brains.
Do you actually have an argument, or do you just want to make ad hominems?
No, I'm just asking questions. You have yet to answer my question.
Well, it sounded more like a statement since we're both birds, right? Now I know that. What was that?
What they do. It's your boy Lud back again, tapping in. And on the agenda today, we got your boy, Myron Gaines. Yeah, he on the agenda again. So he had a suspected white supremacist on his platform. I'm going to get into that. But I wanted to highlight some clips. This is the guy who's giving out dating advice, life coach advice to young men. This is who you're taking your social cues from. The red pill manosphere sector of the internet been cooked. But I need these brothers, if they want to get in the game, get the pussy, have the woman, have the kids, stop listening to a man who got their first girlfriend at 30 years old and couldn't keep her past a year. You got to go after, or you got to look up to people who have your type of lifestyle, not the fakers. Stop going for fake shit.
Prioritize looks before anything, but a female can prioritize, said ugly nigger status and hard work and everything else. We're on YouTube, right? Ugly nigger.
We're gonna go off YouTube.
Oh, shit.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
We're gonna go off.
Let's drink on you.
Sorry, speech impediment. I'm going to say A on YouTube. Are we off YouTube now?
Yeah, you said it.
Okay, I totally meant ugly nigger. We're off YouTube.
Yo, just like W.
Anyway.
So I can't identify everything that's up there. But I see at least 6 attractive women up there. And you open up your mouth and put your foot in it. And look at these 2 goofy ass, fake black ass coons. Look at these guys, right? Leaning into this rage bait because somehow they think this is a business model.
Anyway, but my point, no, I don't care about the A or the ER. It's all the same. But anyway, my point is...
It's all the same to you. You can say racial slurs.
Yes,
but,
yes. I can say racial slurs and attract a very sweet lady to me.
So you can say racial slurs,
Yes.
but you cut the line at pedophiles. To you.
Wait, are you comparing pedophiles? Are you comparing child rape to saying nigger? Is that the same thing?
And it's the fact that you keep saying it, knowing it's a derogatory word. My grandma was a fucking slave. That word is terrible.
What are you? Grandma was a slave? Where? How old is your grandma? Your grandma was born before 1865?
Yeah, you're right.
What do you mean your grandma was a slave?
You know, it was still slaves in the South during the 1950s, right?
So why they all laugh because together they share 3 brain cells, the 3 men that's laughing, is because they don't know history, right? She could have been speaking about enslavement based on the 13th Amendment. She could be speaking about debt peonage from sharecropping that rendered it basically slavery. People working all year long, harvesting crops for free. In the 50s. I'm about to provide a clip for that, right? Give me 2 seconds.
It's wanted it picked as cheaply as possible. The result was sharecropping. Blacks worked land owned by white landlords. They were given seed and fertilizer as credit. When the cotton was harvested, blacks obtained a share of the crop. It was never enough to pay off the debt.
Did you hear her? The landowner who already need the crop planted will charge you for the seeds, then you plant it, then this nigga give you a percentage and say that the percentages done went down and now you don't get nothing. What? Come on, man. That's worse than a motherfucking music contract.
And my husband, we tried to make a crop. In the first year, when harvest time came, I worked hard. We were supposed to get something. I guess they got a few pennies, but the next year, when we tried to make a crop, I didn't work, and my husband asked me, Mary, why you don't work? You stand up there in the field all day. What's wrong? So, well, last year I worked, and I didn't get anything. This year I'm not going to work, and I'm not expecting anything. So we stayed there until about half of the year, and then we left by night. So that was, to me, something like slavery time, because we had to slip away. And we left Mississippi and went to Arkansas.
So for them to sit there and laugh, they just don't know nothing. That's damn near slavery. That's slavery. In certain cases, when you're not getting paid, that's damn near, it's not even damn near. The damn near don't even come in. It's literally slavery. Working, not getting paid is slavery. Having us run away and motherfucker trying to bring you back and force you to work for some shit that they say that they loaned to you when they need it planted. Come on, man. Again, it's layers to this shit. So shout out to them ladies for stepping off.
In the 1950s, no.
Wait, hold on.
1940s, yes it was.
There were no slaves in the 1940s.
Yes it was. Do y'all not know in Georgia they still had black people on fucking farms and shit, nigga?
Oh, she chipping on Alex. Sorry, man. She got offended.
She walked off?
Yeah, bro.
She walked off?
Bro, she ain't even black, bro.
Did you just say there was slavery?
Yes, it's crazy. Slaves in the 1940s is nuts.
That's wild.
Oh, they're all walking off?
Yeah, they're all friends.
All right, whatever.
Look
That's
at
fine.
That's
They're all
great.
getting mad.
It's not even that. It's the fact that y'all continue, especially you as a black man, you let him continue to say nigga.
Man, you ain't black
Nigger,
at all,
nigger,
man.
nobody cares,
You ain't
bro.
black, bro. Get out, man. Man, you
Get
ain't
the
black.
fuck
Get
outta
off,
here,
man.
bro. Like, niggas don't give a
Bro, you
fuck,
ain't
man.
black, bro.
Yeah, we're racist.
You
We don't
ain't
care,
black,
man.
bro.
And
You
welcome
ain't
to the
black,
club meeting,
bro.
bro. What the fuck?
Yo, if I touch you,
Get the fuck out of here.
They all just cooked you. That was ridiculous. Then you wonder why you were incel, gang. You look at you. You giggling, you red, you all that. You just ran away all the women. Shout out to all them beautiful women out here that just got up out of there. See, guys like us, we keep our women. We don't run the women away. But you're a weird dweeb incel, right? Myron, bro. Didn't you say you only got a girl at 30? That's what that girl said, ain't it?
Bro. Nigger, shut the fuck up.
At least my uncle
Fucking
touch me.
crybabies, better chip it out.
Yeah.
Fucking losing their mind. Oh, this is right there. She said they're slavery in 1940s, bro. That's just crazy.
At least my uncle did touch me, though. All right, cool. Where's my sponsor?
All right. Yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
Move forward, yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep.
They're all walking off.
Well, it's lovely.
That whatever, man. Fuck.
It don't get no shot by it. Y'all just look green. Both y'all look. He looks so corny. And Myron, bro, who do you think you are, brother? Brother, you the most African up there. I know you got that little light on you, so you feel like you shining. Bro, you the most African up there. Like, what you talking about?
Wait, what? Oh shit.
That's you, Myron. That's, but what do you mean? That's your DNA too.
What the? We're sub-Saharan? That
What do you mean, fuck, bro? What is this? That's not. Fuck. How do you say fuck to your own DNA? What the? Bro, that was crazy. That was crazy, bro. That's why he doesn't have white on that list. Myron just said fuck to his own DNA test.
You the textbook definition, gang. You really don't like that you black. You're fucking corny. 95%. 23andMe say you 95%.
Last time you had a girlfriend prior to Angie?
Not really.
Because you've never had a girlfriend in your life until you dated a foreign girl.
Not like yeah.
That's bad work, bro. So the first time you had a big relationship was on the show. Damn, this nigga had no action. So you go to NY.
Thank you, Angie. She's been great, guys. Truly one of the best ladies ever. Best women.
So she in New York, right? But she ain't stay there. They say she went rollerblading in
Solo
Orlando.
cast tomorrow. Yeah. Angie won't be here, unfortunately. I wish she was here, but she's got to leave.
Damn, bro. What, y'all got an open relationship or something? Fuck going on? And she out there with Buddy. Who is that? Man, she linked up on who is that on the left? Yeah, who is that with the bandana? No, not the bandana. No, I'm talking about. No, matter of fact, now who is Cub with the? Damn, they say so. He don't never leave the house. That's what they say. But she out in public with a different nigga.
I take that seriously, guys, and I've given up my social life to do so. I've been sitting inside. The only time I go outside, you guys want to know the truth? The painful truth?
Yeah, talk to me.
I only really go outside when I do the fucking debates, man. If I'm be honest with y'all niggas, bro. Like, yo, I literally only go outside to do the debates. I barely leave my building. Because you guys know me, I'll work, bro. I'll give up my social life. I don't give a fuck.
This nigga green.
Angie's very understanding. She takes Frank whenever I need him. She helps me with groceries and shit. So Angie's very understanding. I haven't seen her in a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. She actually came by real quick when I was doing the table shit.
Not a good look, champ. It's 6:24. Now you ain't seen that in a
When do you have time for a relationship?
You know, as of recently, man, it's been tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's been tough as of recently, especially the past year.
Most of the people that I know that are very successful,
damn, since you've been
in
in
a
a relationship,
focus on the relationship as much as they focus on what they feel like is necessary for them to do to win.
Oh yeah, I'd be lying to you if I told you that my relationship was awesome and also no, man. Like my social life, I 100% transparent, gone, cooked, finito. I'm streaming all day, and then when I'm not streaming, I'm researching, reading the news and stuff like that, and then make sure I have a topic. So yeah, my social life is absolutely suffered as a part of this. Like I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, I got it great. No, hell no, man. It's fucking cooked.
damn, that boy, it's 6:27 now. You still ain't got no.
Do you
answer
have a
about where
missus?
she
Do you
at?
have a girl?
That's irrelevant to the question.
No, like I just want
I'm
to know
asking you.
context.
All right, hold on. Make sure my mic working. I got pulled up. I got this good gas on me. It rolled up. All right, get this show started. So as y'all heard, that's the leader of the incel twerk movement, right? Myron Gaines. So Myron Gaines, the most African of all red pill xenophobes, he finds himself, in the crosshairs. I'm gonna be getting on him later on, but this stream is about all tokens. So I'm having token fatigue, right? I'm having heavy token fatigue right now. So Officer Tatum, I don't know what's, what's been making it through the algorithm. But Officer Tatum had an interview, right? Officer Tatum had an interview with two of Nolan Wells's quote unquote best friends. Now people don't know who Nolan Wells is. Nolan Wells is the person who drowned or died mysteriously on Horn Island in Mississippi. Been making the headlines for the past 3 weeks, going on a month now, I want to say. And it just looked crazy, to say the least. Right? It looked crazy. So I'm sitting back and watching Poetic Flacco yesterday. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. So I was watching Flock, and he doing his hip hop journalist, but he doing it with the Nolan case. He getting just as graphic and just as messy with the shit like he do with the gang shit. And nigga been showing these tokens don't care about nothing but money, man. Bag. I'm having token fatigue. This nigga did all that shucking and jiving for butter biscuits. He did all that shucking and jiving for butter biscuits. Officer Tatum had these two supposed best friends come on his channel, do an interview, and don't speak barely at all about Nolan or how Nolan went missing. Just left more questions, right? More questions. So I want to get into that, right? But before I get into that, matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into that.
Don't miss summer fun at Great Wolf Lodge at Summer Campin' May 21st through August 23rd. Splash, play, and discover new adventures. Wind down in your spacious suite and wake up ready to do it all again. Summer Campin' at Great Wolf Lodge, an easy getaway for the whole pack. Book now at greatwolf.com.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
New evidence in his Nolan Wells murder is probably the biggest piece of confirmation that something really, really, really bad happened to Nolan. So Warren, who's one of Nolan Wells' supposed friends who rode out to Horn Island with him, he did an interview, and during this interview, he revealed something that kind of lines up everything else that we've heard since then. Now, what he says is a direct contradiction to everything they want us to believe about Nolan Wells.
Nolan was sitting by the boat with that Katie girl, and my buddy yelled for Nolan, get on the boat. We're leaving. The boat's having issues. And no, he didn't say that, but he was panicking. Nolan, get the F on the boat. Get on the boat. And Nolan said, no, I'm staying out here. I'm going to ride in with somebody else. And it's not uncommon to hear, but it's not like my buddy asked him one time. My buddy asked Nolan multiple times to get on the boat. Nolan, get on the boat. Get on the boat. We're leaving. If you're coming, you got to come now. And Nolan made a decision to stay out on the island. It's not like we just left him there, or my friends just left him there. Nolan made a decision to stay on the island after my friends asked him multiple times and told him to get on the boat, and he decided to stay.
And I heard the girl that he was with, Katie, had text somebody that she heard people yelling for Nolan to get on it. Is that true?
And I have a picture of that. She texted my buddy, and the next day everybody was panicking and everybody's texting Katie, because she was obviously seen with Nolan the whole day at the island. Katie sent a message to my buddy the next day and said, this is the last time I saw him, he's really sweet. But she also mentioned that the last time she saw Nolan was when my buddy was yelling at him to get on the boat.
They're telling this story as if, by the way, it confirms their story. It's actually the contrary. Now, he said this before the audio got released, and the audio is horrific. The audio confirms to me something really, really, really bad happened to Nolan. But he said this as if this is a confirmation and not a debunking or contrary to his story. If you're saying, hey, we left Nolan on an island, we don't know what happened to him, and our proof of this is we see Nolan cradle up with Katie in his arms, and we was calling Nolan over to get on the boat, and Nolan said he's staying, and Katie can confirm this, and then Katie says, according to you guys, Katie confirmed to you guys the last time she seen Nolan was when y'all was calling him over. Well, she wouldn't say that if Nolan stayed. If the last time Katie seen Nolan was when y'all was calling him over, that would imply that he went over to you guys. Katie even told the family that Nolan told her he was riding home with his friends and he had to go. Your very story confirms exactly what we suspected, which is Nolan went on.
And see, that's the thing. That's that Mississippi education. That's that Mississippi education. They came out here. I ain't gonna lie. When I seen that they had 2 different interviews, I say, bro, who is telling these kids to go out and speak? This is crazy, right? This shows the state of Mississippi has failed educationally to teach common sense, critical thinking, emotional intelligence. This is an expose, right? These kids were so dumb. It's called a paradox of ignorance. They don't even know they're dumb. They're coming out telling us stories that don't even make sense. He came out and said, last time we seen Nolan, he was with a girl. And she can confirm that. Then we go to get the confirmation from the girl. She already done told the family she hadn't seen Nolan since he went to go get back on the boat. See, shout out to Flacco, man, because Flacco ain't letting this shit die down.
Went on that boat. Now, y'all called Nolan over at 3 p.m. Y'all was still on the island for an hour and 30 trying to figure out that boat situation. So we don't know what took place in that hour and 30. but clearly something is not sitting right. And this audio made me lose sleep last night, man. Now, the audio is of the 911, well, not 911 call, but of the emergency call that Wyatt made to the boat operators or to some type of subscription that help people who are stranded on boats. So Wyatt made a call, and the operator picks up, and my God, you start to hear something very dark and grim from the beginning.
Connected. Connected.
They don't realize the AI operator already started recording because they believe they're waiting for somebody to pick up. They believe they're on hold waiting for a human person to come and assist them. So they're talking freely, waiting for this human. The AI operator is recording everything. So that's where you hear, he's dead. Oh my God, he's dead.
The all-new Pilot House Pro sunglasses by Costa. See what's out there and check out the Pilot House Pro sunglasses from CostaDelMar.com.
Listen up, parents. Want to start building generational wealth and happiness for your children in less than 10 minutes?
So this is what I mean, right? This is one of the many instances, right? These kids are not very smart. How many times do you get on hold as soon as you get on the thing and say this call is being recorded for quality and assurance purposes? So they speaking freely, or this guy, he was under the influence. The one, I think his name is Wyatt. He the one who phoned it in, or Warren, something like that. He called it in as he's on the phone with dispatch, or while he think he on hold. It's a lot of commotion in the background. You can hear he's dead. You can hear Nolan. You can hear a bunch of different things in the background. Let's go.
So they're talking freely, waiting for this human. The AI operator is recording everything. So that's where you hear, he's dead. Oh my God, he's dead.
Connected.
Cito Assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey. They were not aware that was already being recorded. So they get to speaking freely. The operator picks up. Now everything changes. Everything changes. So they're panicking. Oh my God, no. Hey, operator, everybody on mute. But they still let a couple things slip through. Now, what proceeds to follow is one of the strangest calls I've ever seen in life. This is one of the strangest calls I've ever witnessed in life.
It's already strange. I'm gonna be honest. It's already strange, bro. So again, they went to an island with a bunch of folks. It's thousands of people apparently. This man disappears. You say last time you seen him, he was with a chick. The chick say last time you seen him, he was with you. You calling in the Coast Guard. You saying you ain't seen him already. You saying y'all's parted ways. But when we calling in on the Coast Guard, we hear you on a recorded line talking about he dead in the background. Who is dead? Why are they screaming Nolan? Why are people saying, oh my God? And all the tokens I hear gaslighting saying, this don't got nothing to do with civil rights. Bro, when you see what this so-called friend said, this shit is crazy, bro. Officer Tatum should be ashamed of himself, bro. But I know these tokens don't care about nothing but butter biscuits and white women.
Never seen anything stranger than this before.
We're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
All right, well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on that count, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's either Jerry Atkerson. I think it's Jerry Atkerson. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership, like, guaranteed. I don't have the tag
unless
on
you
here.
have a
It got ripped
membership
off.
number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at 2.
All right. And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's
How many?
Somebody says, I thought he was, and then it just like drowns out. So we don't know what that means. I could have 20,000 different theories. Y'all leave me a 3. What do you think that meant? This is where it starts to get really strange. The operator begins to ask very direct questions, and they begin to act like they don't know what she's saying. They begin to half answer questions that are very convenient. Like, for example, she says, yo, is everybody on the boat and in good health? He says, yeah, everybody on the boat. Okay, what about the good health part? But that's not even the strangest part. It's about to get really, really weird.
All right. Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need that.
All right.
These aren't even the weird parts I'm talking about. You're going to hear the weird parts shortly. But even with this, somebody is saying, check his chest. After we heard somebody says, yo, he's dead. Nolan, oh my God, Nolan, check his chest. The lady says, y'all want the Coast Guard? No, absolutely. No. That was the most hard. No Coast Guard. Why don't you want the Coast Guard out? And you're about to hear, like, the people that they wanted to come out, they're unavailable. So the next best people are the Coast Guards. But they must rather drown than to have the Coast Guards come out. Because the people they want to come out don't really have authority in anything. The Coast Guards are damn near law enforcement. The Coast Guards will come out and get to investigate and get to prowling around. No, why don't you want the Coast Guards out if the people who are supposed to assist you can't even come out? But at the end, you get to hear they called for no reason, right? Because his grandfather would admit, hey, we don't need help anymore. Sorry. So they wasted about 14 or 15 minutes on that phone call, I think, trying to establish an alibi, because towards the end of the phone call, after they were begging for help, the grandfather says, oh no, they don't need help. Don't send nobody.
Earth's best new big kid snacks are baked with good.
That's what I'm saying, Flock. They say don't even send nobody. This what I'm saying, right? How you on hold with the dispatch? You trying to get a hold of the captain. Before she get a hold of the captain, you got a hold of the captain on another line via your granddaddy. And your granddaddy told the captain to stand down. Bro, what? What? Come on, bro.
All right, looks like you're on Horn Island, correct? Are you
Yes,
on
we are
Horn
at Horn
Island?
Island. Yes.
All right, is the boat sinking or you have it aground?
We were sinking, yes.
Is it aground is the question?
Oh, we're not aground. We are in 17 foot of water. We're in 31 foot of water.
All right, have to ask. What do you want to do? Do you want to be towed back?
I want to get this boat unsank and towed back, yes.
All right, where would you like it towed to, sir?
You can tow it to Ocean Springs Harbor, or Fort Bayou Launch.
All right, how many adults and children on board?
No, there's no children.
So, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question.
You're about to hear an answer to that question that will make your mouth drop on the floor. It will literally make your mouth drop on the floor. Because, hold on. You answered the children question very quickly. How many adults and children? No children. Okay, how many adults? They begin to hesitate. They begin to panic.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, they did answer that big fast as fuck. That nigga say, no children. Fam. Come on, man. Nigga obfuscating the question and all kind of shit. Come on, bro. She asked you very simply, bro. How many adults and children is on board? Should have been like, no children, X amount of adults.
Panic, 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 panic. They're panicking so much, he says something just absolutely stupid. But I don't think this kid is dumb. I feel like what he said is out of sheer panic because he didn't want to share the real number.
Oh, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question. Hello, can you hear me?
Mind you, it's not a service issue because we can hear everybody else in the background. So it's not a service issue. Oh no, he hears exactly what she said. How many adults on board? He doesn't say nothing for a while, and then he responds back with the dumbest possible answer.
Oh, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question. Hello, can you hear me?
Try to jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're going.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yep, I just need you to answer these questions so I can get you over to the captain.
Okay.
How many
what's
adults
going
on board?
So, there's 0 adults on board.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No. Nobody
right.
here is over the age of 21.
There's not a person in America. There's not a person in America, probably not a person on planet Earth, who don't know what an adult is. An adult is anybody over the age of 18 in America. Simple.
Bro, exactly, bro. Exactly. She didn't ask you who was under 21. She asked you who was an adult, bro. First of all, you're guilty of being drunk. You snitching already. You sound drugged. You sound drugged out, but you definitely drunk. You already sat on the couch with Officer Tatum and said you was drunk.
That's what an adult is. So the fact that she asked you, how many adults on board? Oh no, there's nobody over the age of 21 on board. That's because you are avoiding and refusing. You don't want to answer the question, bruh. You don't want to answer the question. Because Nolan is what, 19? Everybody on board is like 18, 19. So you are doing everything in your power to not answer the question. Looks like your girl asking you, hey, bruh, did you go out last night and cheat? Man, I went out last night. Well, did you cheat? I ain't cheat on my diet all week. Huh? Wait, what? That's not right. No, you're answering this question being deceptive. It's really that simple. And I'm looking at this like, yo, why is it whenever something comes out, it's always something sketchy with it? Now, I understand if we're just being super analytical, super looking into it, but even the person who's like completely in the middle and neutral and not biased, can you hear this call and tell me this is a normal call? Can you hear this call and tell me people are not being deceptive in this call? Can you hear this call and tell me this is how normal people answer questions?
Hell no. Hell no.
How many adults on board? None. Huh? What? Whoa, nobody on board? Nobody over 21 on board? Can you just answer the question they're asking? Oh, but it gets worse. It gets worse.
Adults on board.
There's 0 adults on board.
There's nobody on board the boat?
No. No.
So now it ain't no adults on board. So, boy, that nigga got a child brain, that's for sure. You 20. Man, see what I'm saying? But we got low IQs.
Nobody here is over the age of 21.
Sir, that was not the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
Being able to build anything just by
This is bad work. She said that is not the question.
Hello?
Bro, you heard what she said, bruh. If you can't respond, you heard it. And it's not like the service went out. No, because we're hearing the background. If we can hear the background, then you can hear her. If we can hear the background, then we could have heard you. So you're not saying anything. Man, you heard her, bruh. The question caught him off guard. Is there any living person on board? He probably felt like, next question did about to ask is there any dead person on board? So that question caught them off guard. And I'm sitting back like, what went on? Because we heard from multiple people. We heard from, there was a fight of some sort. Now, they're all claiming Nolan was not a part of this fight, but they all said the fight is why they wanted to leave in a hurry. They began to pack up and leave. They said immediately after the fight is what made them want to leave. I don't believe that fight did not involve Nolan, man. I'm telling you guys right now, I just don't believe it, bro. Now, if a fight occurred on the boat, wouldn't that be the reason why the pump is destroyed? That's just my theory. I don't know. But we don't have to have the answers. We are not the ones that was there. All we can say is something isn't adding up, and we need answers. Now, he eventually gives a head count, and he says 7.
Is there a living person, someone breathing on the boat? Is there anybody on the boat?
Yes, there's lots of people breathing on the boat.
All right, how many people, sir?
Like 7.
All right, thank you. Does everyone have life jackets on or available to them?
Yes, we have life jackets available.
All right, verify what boat's sinking.
A Triton, 22-foot offshore, 22-foot Triton offshore sea flight hull.
All right. All right. Please hold. I'm transferring you to the local captain now.
Okay, thank you.
This is Captain Seth.
Hi, Captain Seth. This is Vicky from International. How you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
Good, good. I apologize ahead of time. I really do. You're going to have a fee for service come up under Jerry.
Okay.
It sounds like a bunch of kids on board on Horn Island. He's letting me know that his father's a member, but he can't give me any information. And he's saying the boat is sinking, and he's on Horn Island. It's just unfortunate. He's just a kid. There's a lot going on. So
right.
He said there's about a lot of people on board. He says he thinks about 7. I'm guessing they're all under 18.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to be rude. He wants you guys to go out there and unpump the boat and then tow it in.
Do you know what kind of boat it is?
He said a Triton 24-footer, but that's all he can give me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just actually got off the phone with his grandpa, who I'm guessing is the owner of the boat. And he said that Jerry. Yeah, he said,
okay.
I just hung up with him. He said that they don't need any help right now, but if something changes, he'll call me back.
So what was the purpose of them? What was the purpose of them calling then? If they're in the middle of an active emergency, the grandfather is not on the island. The grandfather is not there. They told the grandfather what's going on. The grandfather says, man, y'all better not bring any authorities over there. So then what was the purpose of this call? Why were they on the phone for so long, quote unquote, asking for help, but not answering any questions to get them help? But the grandfather is talking to the actual people, and they said, man, like, don't need help, bro. Like, you good. That's not strange to y'all? You don't want the answers to that? See, they've done multiple interviews, and they've answered every question in the book about Nolan's race, about the parents, about Benjamin Crump, but they don't answer the pivotal question, which is, why is everything so sketchy and sus and strange when it comes to you guys? Why can't
See, that's the thing, Flacco. They think they smarter than the average bear.
Obviously, we heard the relationship here.
To be honest, sometimes I actually have no idea what's going on until I open Monday.com. And boom, everything.
Horn Island, correct? Are you
Yes,
on
we are
Horn
at-
Island?
No. Oh, okay. So the audio that just got released is of Nolan Welfare.
Hold up.
Too dumb. Okay.
So we just tapped in with the audio. Shout out to Ogun with the $4.99 on the super chat. Shout out to Ogun with the $4.99 on the super chat. So we just listened to the audio, right? The audio just dropped last night. TMZ was playing it. This is an interview. Officer Tatum had 2 interviews with his so-called best friends of Nolan Wells. This guy right here, this dude right here, who's sitting on his couch, he looking dusty and rusty, right? The parents said they never even seen him. The mom says she don't know who he is, right? But that's his best friend.
If there were boats out there until 8 p.m. that night, then how do Nolan Well dies by drowning in the mix of people that were still on an island until 8 p.m.? What are you talking? Do y'all not understand? This makes y'all case even worse. This makes it even worse for y'all. There were boats on the island up until 8 p.m. that night. Okay. Then how did Nolan die? How did Nolan accidentally drown? How? Even if your stance is, hey, we didn't do anything, why wouldn't your stance be something is suspicious? Something is suspicious. Something happened to my friend. I want to get down to the bottom of it. Why wouldn't that be your sentiment? Why would your sentiment be, oh, nah, y'all tripping, bro. He just drowned, but nothing happened. He drowned. Yeah, if he was hanging out with 150 people in one spot, again, not 150 people at the spot. He says, like Nolan's personal group was 150. How did 150 of Nolan's friends see him drown in knee-deep waters? Come on, bruh.
Nobody would have ever seen, nobody, take that back, nobody would have ever left somebody on Horn Island. That's a place of everybody loves to go and hang out. That's their peace. Nobody wants to see anybody out there, especially in the boating community. And I could speak on that, like, genuinely. I grew up in it. That's absurd. It's absurd.
So can you help me understand the fight a little better? Because I interviewed Warren, who's your friend, and he had made mention that his brother was involved in the fight. So
okay, so before they get into this, how are you not suspicious then? So if you're saying, yo, nobody would have left Nolan on that island, I know for a fact nobody, he was not stranded because nobody would have left him, then how are you not suspicious that something happened to him?
See, that's a good question, Flock. But let me see. I want to see what this nigga said. He said some crazy bogus shit. Let me back this up.
death threats, or because I know that the other young men that I spoke to about this, especially the white young men, they're getting all kind of death threats. They're being accused of killing Nolan. Did you get the same backlash and threats that some of those guys have gotten?
Tell the truth.
Yes.
You already know the butt is coming. $100, he say, but yeah, man. Tell the truth, bruh. Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, bro. Folks been threatening you, bro. Folks been threatening you, bro. Tell the truth, bro.
Backlash and threats that some of those guys have gotten.
Yes, I've gotten the death threats per se, but I've also gotten the threats along the lines of where it's like I've been cast out of the black community.
Oh my, shut up. Okay. There's 3,300 people in here.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Shut your bitch ass up. Damn, bro, I need to get my shit I need to get my my shits ready. I got a clip ready. Shut your bitch ass up. I gotta get that clip ready, bro. But I don't be using StreamYard. I'm on my laptop. I got it saved on my desktop though. Ain't no way in the hell you just finna say bro. Watch what this light skinned ass nigga get to saying. Watch this. I'm finna show you why I got token fatigue. I got token fatigue this evening. Oh yeah, and Flacco is bigger than no jumper. Flacco caught the wave. So look, what he finna do right now, he finna use that Singer David case, and he finna use this Nolan Wells case. He been going hard, streaming, covering both of them. He finna use this to put him over the top, just like 1090 Jake used to get on with the with the rat shit, and then there's a couple other hood vloggers got up from like just covering trials. You know what I'm saying? Just covering trials. It's some white boys named the Cuff Boys. They blew up just off covering the YSL trial. You know what I'm saying? Academics blew up. Yeah, Academics blew up covering the Diddy trial. Aiden Rose and them boys was doing the same shit like this. They just be riding away, man. So Flock, I ain't gonna lie, Flock been on one. He been going crazy. Like I said, shout out to Flock, man. He got his ways, man, but shout out to Flock. He doing his thing on this content right here. Cause he ain't letting this shit breathe. He went and found a lady named, I think Chelsea Speaks. Chelsea Speaks had enhanced the audio from the TMZ drop. So once she enhanced the audio, we could really hear what they were saying on the call. Man, this shit going everywhere. Willie D got this shit. Nancy Grace, man, this shit going. So I don't see how they could get away with this. And these so-called best friends, bro, what kind of friend is you to be able to, in that first interview, Officer Tatum, I ain't got it pulled up yet. That first interview that he had, they went back to the island where he went missing and lost his life at. You trying to tell me the best friend go to the island 3 weeks later, no remorse on his face, just explaining how they was hanging out? Like, come on, gang. I'm not going.
What's dude's name? What's dude's name? Come on. Come on. Hey, come on. Come on. Nobody knows who you are, bro. What are you talking about? What? You've been cast out the black community. Bro, sir, you was never in the community, bro. What? What's doing? Nobody knows your name, sir. What? Sir, you are nobody knew who you was. People knew the 4 friends and the 4 names that was going viral. Nobody know your address, your social media to threaten you. Your Instagram, your Facebook. What? And you take it as far to say, now, hey, listen, bro, if you want to say, yo, there's people in your community, maybe like Nolan friends who know you are, who you are, they at you, cool. But you saying you got casted out the black community, sir, what? Yo, I'll be real, yo. They brought this dude here for a specific reason, bruh. Tatum, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. You should be.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They brought him there for a very specific reason. To get their butter biscuits, man. Officer Tatum is sitting over there trying to get his butter biscuits. This is what these tokens do. He is running interference, good PR, trying to get ahead of some shit. But at the same time, he is a capitalist. He is exploiting the deaf. This is a diabolical maneuver. Leg over leg like a hair salon.
Ashamed. Yo, from the pits of hell, you should be ashamed of yourself, Tatum. This kid, I think, was brought for a specific reason, bruh. Because ain't no way on planet Earth anybody is listening to this and thinking this makes sense. The black community who did not know who you are is somehow ostracizing you and sending you death threats, even though 99.9% of people who is tapped in with this case do not know your name or who you are.
I've gotten the death threats per se, but I've also gotten the threats along the lines of where it's like I've been cast out of the black community.
Oh my God.
I've been called white.
Oh
I've
my
been
God.
called a wetback.
Oh my God.
All these things. I've been sent photos of me and my grandmother, and they've been told that she's the devil. She's just looking for the time to kill you. You need to be careful and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, man, if y'all want to know the story, the only people that showed up for me in my whole life has been my white side of my family.
Come on, bruh. Come on, son. Yo, hold on, bruh. Hold on, man. So we've gone from
Bro, this is supposed to be an interview about what's going on with Nolan. Bro, this is supposed to be an interview about what's going on with Nolan. And you sitting up there talking about how the black community has outcasted you. How have they outcasted you, brother? Then you get into talking about how to be, if you want to be honest, your white family is the only family that showed up for you. You get telling the whole Lil Wayne story. But nigga, you get to telling the whole Lil Wayne story. Like, I don't know nothing about racism. A white cop helped me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on, bro. If you do not get your anecdotal Barbosa looking ass out of here, man. You look like Boris Diaw. You like you just got done cutting grass. I understand why some people might call that boy Mexican. Oh shit.
investigating again. We gone from tells the truth about what really happened to Nolan Wells to this dude. I'll be real, yo. This right here is a CIA agent, bruh. To now you're using a platform as big as Nolan Wells to tell us how black fathers ain't ish, how the black community ain't ish, the black community deserted me.
EVE Online is a vast
as big as Nolan Wells to tell us how black fathers ain't ish, how the black community ain't ish, the black community deserted me. They deserted me. It's the white folks that have my back, and I'll be damned if y'all attack them good white folks. Ah, come on. Listen, bro. I promise you, we don't care about your relationship with the white folks, bro. We not here to mess it up for you, man. If you think us pointing a spotlight on a black kid with a majority white friend group dying, if you feel like that spotlight is gonna spook out them white folks into not want to be your friend because they don't want to be blamed for your death, All right? If that's what you're saying, bro, that ain't our attention, homie. This man is dead.
Man, on everything I love, bro. Hey, bro, on everything I love. That shit sound way too personal. Like, bro, you sitting over there saying all that shit. Oh, man, that shit sound personal, gang. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, brother. We worry about Nolan. We worry about Nolan, brother. Niggas just trying to figure out what's going on. You coming up here sitting on this couch with this man saying all this ridiculous shit. You started attacking the parents of Nolan Wells. Like, bro, you was just out of pocket. Like, bro, what do you have inside your brain, brother? Like, you got Blanquiamento brain.
Terrified that us pointing the spotlight on Nolan Wells' death and the obvious circumstance of black kid, white friend group, missing, lawyer up, not saying nothing, we don't know what happened. He feels like because we're pointing the spotlight on Nolan Wells, that will make his white friend group feel awkward. That will make them feel a little different about being his friend. Because listen, I can almost promise you, bruh, dumb white folks who's been investigated for Nolan's death, man, them white folks is probably say, man, y'all better not have no more black folks over, man. Y'all better not have no more niggas over this crib. Oh, we don't want to deal with it no more. Man, y'all better not. So now he feels like the attention we are putting on Nolan Wells' situation is wrong. Bro, dog, is white proximity more important than your best friend Nolan dying? How did we get from talking about Nolan Wells' death to, man, black fathers this and black family this, they ain't never have my back? Man, bro, go seek a therapist, bro.
So for y'all to sit there and drag their name and to drag me down, and I'm supposed to be one of y'all, and you're supposed to have my back, and we're supposed to be in this together?
In this together? Excuse me? What did you go through? Wait, hold on, cuz. Hold on, bruh. Hold on. I got a question. What did he go through? What are we supposed to have? What did you go through? Sir, Nolan Wells, in my humble opinion, was murdered. Nolan Wells was deserted and left. Nolan Wells' family got to deal with the fact that they would never be able to see their son again. All they got is memories. All they got is memories, sir. Now, we are investigating Nolan Wells' death, and you're telling me that the black community have not checked up on you, that the black community is foul for not having your back and making sure you are right. What did you go through? What? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, fam. These folks is nasty, homie. This is some nasty work. Sir, you are not a victim. You are somebody who decided for whatever reason you wanted to put yourself in the middle of this and get involved to defend whiteness. It's okay. That's what you want to do. Whatever deep-seated trauma you're going through, you wanted to do it. Okay, cool, do it. But what exactly do the black community owe you? You wanted to come out defending them white folks and say, yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh man. The biracial told us the white boys was innocent. You got us. We sorry. What? How are you leveraging your? Oh man. The biracial told us the white boys was innocent. You got us. We sorry. What? How are you leveraging your blackness to defend Nolan Wells' white friends when it's convenient, but then when it's not convenient to be black, all of a sudden we don't see color? I thought you was colorblind. I thought y'all didn't see color. Huh? If you was colorblind, then what do you mean? We supposed to have your back. I thought we supposed to see everybody as the same.
Check out Cheddar's new weekday lunch specials, starting at $8.79. Featuring items like the classic chicken sandwich, homemade.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. This shit way too personal. Like, I'm trying to figure out how the hell this shit done got on brother.
Man, come
and
on,
it's
bro.
really eye-opening.
Did it shock you that it turned this way? Meaning that, you know, you see everything happen. Nolan was your friend. From all the young men I talked to, it seemed like Nolan was the life of the party. Everybody loved Nolan. He gets along with everybody. Everybody's cool. And everybody feels like Nolan made them feel like everybody's his best friend, right? I mean,
Well,
everybody felt connected to Nolan. Were you shocked that it turned like this? I mean, where this community was tight-knit, Nolan's friend group was tight. He ends up losing his life in an unfortunate situation, which nobody knows exactly what happened. Did it shock you that it turned into some racial thing?
Yes, racial, I do agree. Now, it going famous or going viral, that part didn't shock me. Thinking about it and being honest, like, that's not a surprise because everybody did love Nolan. Especially around here, everybody loved Nolan. So for people to repost that, they know Nolan. I mean,
But yet Nolan died, according to Warren, on a beach or an island with 2,000 people and nobody's seen nothing.
they know he did not have one hateful thing in his heart. And racism, no. That was a shock. That was a complete shock from his mom and from his stepdad. Like, that's a shock. That's an utter shock because it's like, first off, I don't know how to word this. Nolan wasn't fully black. Nolan's mixed.
Wait. Oh, sir, you have the audacity? You have the audacity, sir? You have the audacity, sir?
Bro, what the hell? See, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I mean. This man called himself Nolan's best friend. Nolan's best friend. Nolan's best friend speaking about the mom, speaking about Nolan, speaking about the case. Look at how he's sitting, arms crossed. What the fuck is going on? What's going through that man's brain? This is why I say the Mississippi education system cooked them boys. They think we dumb. Man, it's crazy.
And racism, no. That was a shock. That was a complete shock from his mom and from his step, from in his heart. And racism, no. That was a shock. That was a complete shock from his mom and from his stepdad. Like, that's a shock. That's an utter shock because it's like, first off, I don't know how to word this. Nolan wasn't fully black. Nolan's mixed.
Wait. Oh, sir, you have the audacity? You have the audacity, sir? You have the audacity, sir? Nah, he ain't say. Nah. He ain't say what I thought he said. Nah.
It's almost like he upset that Nolan is getting quote unquote accepted in his demise while this motherfucker is getting scrutinized. Almost sound like envy. You don't see what I'm saying?
He ain't say what I thought he said. Nah. He ain't say what I thought he said. Nah, he ain't say that. Nah.
That's
No,
not
he
a
didn't say that.
surprise because everybody didn't love Nolan, especially around here.
Nah,
Everybody
he didn't
loved
say
Nolan.
that.
So for people to repost that, they know Nolan. I mean, they know he did not have one hateful thing in his heart. And racism, no. That was a shock. That was a complete shock from his mom and from his.
Yo, the mom and the dad, who got backlash themselves, by the way, which was unfair to them, they got backlash for saying, this is not about race. The mom and the dad have
This woman in Kansas City searched her name and found $6.1 million in unclaimed money. Like what?
Wait, you don't know about
have went out of their way and says, we just want answers for our son, bro. We don't think it's about race. Some things are just not making sense and we just want answers. And you come on Officer Tatum's podcast to call his parents racist and say you are shocked that they will make it about race and they will bring racism. You are calling your dead friend's mom racist in this climate? Bro, y'all was not friends, bro. Y'all was not friends. Yo, I refuse to believe this was Nolan's friend. Bro, this not Nolan's friend, bro. Yo, if that was your homie, yo, you'll want to protect his mom like his mom was your mom. You'll want to make sure his mom is straight. Bro, you wouldn't be lying on his mom like this, bro. His mom said this ain't about race. His dad said this ain't about race. But now you're calling him racist? What?
His stepdad. Like, that's a shock. That's an utter shock because it's like, first off, I'm not going to, I don't know how to.
Yo, and by the way, when the mom and the dad talked about Nolan, the dad says my son. The mom said his dad. They've never said stepdad. They've never said biological. This is my son. You are the only one bringing up stepdad. Bro, you are out of term right now, bro. You out of line. And I'll be real, bro. And I think it's the other side that's speaking through you because, if you really identify with the community, you know not to speak out of term like this.
I ain't even gonna put that on white people, man. White people know not to speak out of turn like that. That's somebody who's trying to fit in. He's still soul searching. He's still soul searching, man. That brother is lost. He's fighting. He still wants to be a part. He feels not black enough. And he wants to be accepted as white. He said it earlier in the interview. I'm not finna go all the way back through the interview because as the title of the video suggests, I have token fatigue. Right? And I'm just giving you clips about why I got token fatigue. I cannot watch entire token spiels because then my fatigue is gonna flare up. So the next token we have on the agenda, who's out here token maxing / just a maxing, is Andre Williams. Andre Williams having a conversation with Frojax, and now Frojax, I don't know if they're running. I think they are aware of my content. I am like literally actively trying to get in contact with them, so I don't see why they wouldn't be aware of my page. If I reached out to them, they should have at least said, "Who the hell is this motherfucker reaching out?" Right? I'm interested in having a conversation with them, but let's listen to this token. Talk to the race guy, man. Justice for Nolan.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
do white people get from tolerating black people in our country at this point? I mean, what is the advantage at this point?
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in with us today. We are building something real here. Free, unrestrained conversations and content that contend with the real issues. If you want to help us keep that going, feel free to buy the Frojax Brothers a coffee over at our Buy Me a Coffee link, or you can send some support to our Rumble crypto wallet. Every bit helps, and this helps us stay independent and deliver to you as much value as possible.
And while you guys are supporting the mission, make sure to check out Frojax.net to see our merch designs that are dropping weekly. Here you can read more about who we are, check out some of our original music, and grab one of our high-quality clothing items to represent the movement. And when you're there, make sure to sign up for our email list for exclusive discounts and future announcements.
If you want to hang out with us live, ask questions, debate, or just hang out with the community, we go live on Rumble at least 3 times a week at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to follow us on X and Instagram to stay up to date for our live stream announcements.
All of our links are available right there in the description below. We appreciate you guys being part of the team. God bless you and God bless America. Here you can read about who we are, check out some of our original music. Forrest. You can read more about who we are, check out some of our original music, and collect one of our new
Collect one of our action figures. Get a little Jackson bobblehead.
Yes, I've been excited for this interview. It's good to see you guys. I love your content. Love what you guys have to say. I'm not one of these.
So before we get into him saying, I love your content, I loved it, I love you guys, I've already reacted to some of their content on my channel. These guys believe that black people should not be in America. Similar to how the Aboriginals believe that American is tied to the copper-colored races which they identify as themselves. These guys and the people that follow them and the people that are like them, because they're not the only people that think like this, they believe that the American is tied to a white person that comes from Europe and moves to America. And that can be the only definition. Yeah, that's what they believe. And these are the America First MAGAs that people like to cozy up to and say, hey, I'm America First too. Right?
These new black people that just woke up like 4 months ago. I just started voting Republican. I've been J-woke and I would say alt-right for a very long time. I've been around since the days of Richard Spencer, and Jonathan Bowden, when 4chan first popped off, when Poll first popped off, Iron March, all that shit. So I'm not these typical black conservatives that you see on the internet today. So
what has your experience been like as a black guy being on the alt-right for so long?
Well, it's always weird. You get the Spurgs will spurg out and just say the most retarded shit, and I really don't care. It's like you can say whatever you want. You're not going to get me to jump out or anything. I'm not offended by much. I can keep my composure. And I know how to have an intellectual and civilized conversation. So I let the Spurgs jump out, but the people who can actually have a conversation, can converse with me, it's never really been too much of a problem. I've had the occasional people get mad if I give a certain take. It's like, well, you're just saying that because you're black. It's like, no, I'm saying it because I care about my country and you're being a Spurg. So, but it's been, I would say 80% good, 20% retarded.
Yeah, that's about right. What and I think we reached out to you initially. I don't know if we usually just do kind of a free flowing conversation. So we didn't have a specific set of questions or anything like that, but we can kind of just jump into it if you want.
Yeah,
I'm hearing a tiny echo, just a tiny bit of an echo. I don't know.
So how we getting started here? You see, he got the whole aesthetic down pat. He got the American flag in the background. He got some type of document, probably look like the Constitution or some shit over there in the corner. He got his whole setup, right? He got his whole Second Amendment, alt-right campaign, right? He got the whole aesthetic. He got the handlebars, everything, right? He's token maxing. You see what I'm saying? But he don't understand this climate. This climate is much like the climate of the 20s and the 30s in Germany. The token is no longer needed. They're like being a token move back then. If you're not rich, they don't need you. And even then, they're going to use you and abuse you. You want to be the token move to the Nazis? Be my guest. You want to be the token black to the Jim Crow neo-conservative? Be my guest, gang. But we gonna speak on it. We gonna let the record reflect for sure.
I don't know if it's something that's like really
For me?
Yeah, I can hear myself just like a tiny bit. It's not a huge deal.
How about now?
I think we're okay. Check, 1, 2. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, that's good.
It was my headphones. That's what it is. I got some pretty loud headphones. All right.
Yeah, no worries.
My apologies.
I had a question a moment ago. How do you identify? Do you identify as like a foundational Black American that's pro-America, right-wing, sort of like civic nationalist? Like, what do you call yourself? What do you believe?
We got to get into the civic nationalism conversation. Wow, that's a blasphemy pass right there. The FBA stuff, of course, I would align with that, but as you know, that group of people are extremely low IQ. I mean, their understanding of foundational Black American is like we built everything and shit, and we made the country. Or you'll get the retards that are like, we was really Native Americans and shit, we was really TPs and shit. It's like, dude, come on, you're Jews and Africans sold us into slavery. We came over here. Unfortunately, use farm equipment. Guess what? We're here now. Do something with it, or go back to Africa and suffer. I mean, it's either do something now.
What they do, True Zone? What they do? Shout out that boy True Zone for the $2 on the super chat. Man, I'm just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling. A little slight stream before I go up in the house soon. I got a token fatigue, man. I'm playing these retarded ass niggas trying to suck up to the white man. I debate all three of them. I'm chilling, hanging back. I got this 1800 tequila. I done mixed it up with a little lime juice. Nothing going on, man. After this video drop, I'm gonna clip it up. Put this shit on TikTok. I'm hanging out.
Now, and try to better yourself to go forward in the future, or suffer with the consequences of doing absolutely nothing. And I heard you guys talking about this earlier, about white men that want to leave the country and go to Asia, to go to South and Central America. That's the problem of having a lot of Black people who are conscious of the nigga problem that we have, and also the Jewish problem that we have. They want to leave and go to the suburbs. Oh, I want to get away from the niggas. No, stay your ass in the Black areas and do something for the betterment of your people and this country you live in. Well, we're just not going to have it. If we're kicking out Jews and niggas are next. If niggas can't get their act together, then whites are always going to be in the majority in this country. That's just kind of reality. It is what it is. And I think that I could see a 20 to 30% Black majority, but we have to deport a lot of Hispanics for that to happen. But I think that's a perfect balance, but it's got to be separate but equal.
See, I'm gonna let him say all that again. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Like, so first of all, the white boys, they identified you as an FBA, or they tried to put you in that box. They said you had to be an FBA right wing, blah 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 blah. Right? So the white boys, they tapping in, they watching Tariq, they know you niggas Indians. I seen these same white boys, they got videos against Moors, niggas talking about people that built pyramids in America. They done did the debates. Right? That's why I say I want to smoke both them white boys, and I smoke that rusty mustache looking ass nigga on the left side. But listen to his characterization, right, of what America is, or what it means to be American, or whatever question he asks.
There, the FBA stuff, of course, I would align with that, but as you know, that group of people are extremely low IQ. I mean, their understanding of foundational Black American is like we built everything and shit, and we made the country. Or you'll get the retards that are like, we was really Native Americans and shit, we was really TPs and shit. It's like, dude, come on, you're Jews and Africans sold us into slavery. We came over here. Unfortunately, use farm equipment. Guess what? We're here now. Do something with it, or go back to Africa and suffer. I mean, it's either do something now and try to better yourself to go forward in the future, or suffer with the consequences of doing absolutely nothing. And I heard you guys talking about this earlier, about white men that want to leave the country and go to Asia, to go to South and Central America. That's the problem of having a lot of black people who are conscious of the nigger problem that we have and also the Jewish problem that we have. They want to leave and go to the suburbs. Oh, I want to get away from the niggers. No, stay your ass in the black areas and do something for the betterment of your people and this country you live in. Well, we're just not going to have it. If we're kicking out Jews and niggers are next. If niggers can't get their act together, then whites are always going to be in the majority in this country. That's just kind of reality. It is what it is. And I think that I could see a 20 to 30% black majority, but we have to deport a lot of Hispanics for that to happen. But I think that's a perfect balance, but it's got to be separate but equal. It can't be this, multicultural, multi-ethnic, everyone can have, their own identity and shit. We can't have that anymore. It's not working. It's not functioning at all.
What makes you confident that white people will always be a majority?
Hold up, that boy was buttering them up. Hold up, that boy buttering them up with them big. Hey, look. Hey, that nigga, I ain't gonna lie. He talking that chat room lingo with them boys. And then what they say, he put them to sleep. He putting them to sleep. He rocking them to sleep. This is hilarious. First of all, Jack, Andre Williams, where do you live? To my niggas want to run from the problem. Where do you live? I ain't gonna lie. He is a token. He's like a token Maxon. He got a jug full of beer. That shit probably apple juice. He acting like it's moonshine or some beer or something in a mason jar. Listen, bro, he is cosplaying. But he be in the chat rooms and the forums and he know the lingo. I'm gonna hear that shit again. That shit will fly. Hold up, I'm tweaking. I'm a bit on mute. What they do, does happy birthday, what they do.
Hispanics for that to happen. But I think that's a perfect balance. But it's got to be separate but equal. It can't be this, multicultural, multi-ethnic. Everyone can have, their own identity and shit. We can't have that anymore. It's not working. It's not functioning at all.
What makes you confident that white people will always be a majority? Because we're kind of teetering on the population.
Edge. We even look at just the history of white population, or just any population in any country. And Africans sold us into slavery. We came over here, unfortunately, used farm equipment. Guess what? We're here now. Do something with it, or go back to Africa and suffer. I mean, it's either do something now and try to better yourself to go forward in the future, or suffer with the consequences of doing absolutely nothing. And I heard you guys talking about this earlier about, white men that want to leave the country and go to, Asia, to go to South and Central America. That's the problem of having a lot of black people who are conscious of the nigger problem that we have and also the Jewish problem that we have. They want to leave and go to the suburbs. Oh, I want to get away from the niggers. No, stay your ass in the black areas and do something for the betterment of your people and this country you live in. Well, we're just not going to have it. If we're kicking out Jews and niggers are next. If niggers can't get their act together, then whites are always going to be in the majority in this country. That's just kind of reality. It is what it is. And I think that I could see a 20 to 30% black majority, but we have to deport a lot of Hispanics for that to happen. But I think that's a perfect balance. But it's got to be separate but equal. It can't be this, multicultural, multi-ethnic. Everyone can have, their own identity and shit. We can't have that anymore. It's not working. It's not functioning at all.
What makes you confident that white people will always be a majority? Because we're kind of teetering on the population.
Edge. We even look at just the history of white population, or just any population in any country, on any continent. If they have the power, the resources, and a strong backing and fervor behind them, they're going to maintain the majority. Now you can bring up examples like the Native Americans. Well, there's a lot of Native Americans here, and they got conquered. Well, technologically, they were not advanced enough to defend their lands. They may have had the numbers, but they didn't really have the technology or the means to defend their lands properly. So I think right now you're not going to see people getting to the Native American level. You're not going to see that at all. I don't think we're going to get to that point in this country seeing that. But I am confident that whites are probably going to be still the majority in this country, but things have to get worse in order for things to get better. And I think that what black people, which is of course my prime focus, me being black, we have to look at it. Either we can take advantage of what's going on in this country and work on fixing ourselves, or we can be a part of the problem and then be removed.
Is your identity as a black person more important to you than your identity as an American, or vice versa?
Well, of course, I'm a race realist, so of course, race it's a key part of one's identity that matters. But I'm an American. I'm a black American. I care about my country. I care about the people who are compatible with this civilizational state. I care about the people who exist here and have existed here for generations, and that's all that really matters to me. I don't really care about the people in the Caribbean who are black or people in Africa. Like I have some. If we understand genetics, I have some, genetic altruism towards them because they are of the same racial group, but I don't have anything in common with them. I have nothing to really share with them. There's nothing that we can really agree on. In most cases, they come over here to take or to disrupt. And some do come over and benefit and are far more prosperous than black people, unfortunately. But I think in order for us to succeed and go forward, we've got to change that. So I'm a black American. I put my country first. I served my country in the military. I come from a long line of black people who've served this country. Fun fact, much of my family's been here since the 1740s. They fought on the side of George Washington, not the 20,000 blacks that fought for the British. So I come from a long line of patriots, and I care about the existence of the people here in this country and the future of the people that will come after us.
Do you think there's any level of incompatibility between racial groups in terms of looking at it from like a race realist point of view? Because
man, I'm gonna have to back this shit up. Hold up, man. I gotta go do something for like 10 minutes.
A black American. I care about my country. I care about the people who are compatible with this civilizational state. I care about the people who exist here and have existed here for generations. And that's all that really matters to me. I don't really care about the people in the Caribbean who are black or people in Africa. Like I have some, if we understand genetics, I have some, genetic altruism towards them because they are of the same racial group. But I don't.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna pause him just because I don't want to get flagged. I just came up off a flag suspension, so I'm gonna pause him because I gotta go handle something for 10 minutes. But I do got a video that I have already, a compilation. I've been over there on TikTok. I'm making a documentary. I'm still writing the script, and with the script, I gotta grab a lot of different clips, give me inspiration, and or use as without express written purposes. You see what I'm saying? But as I'm looking, I don't want to catch a flag, so I'm like, man, let me go ahead and put some of these videos out that I got clipped up. Like I said, that's what I call Pretending Volume 1. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna get into a whole bunch of shit with these fools, but I just need probably like 15 minutes.
Yo, somebody's been lying, but we're about to get to the bottom of it. The devil's in the details.
In this episode of Now That's What I Call Aboriginal Volume 1, we have the lack of reading comprehension.
But the devil's just God's hangman. So if the devil's in the details, so is God. This right here is an old map of America. And what we have right here is Ebola, which is the 7 cities of gold. Interesting enough, they try
No, I swear ain't that worse than an overly fake woke ass nigga, man. Hey brother, this map you looking at was created by somebody who never seen the interior of the United States, bro. This is a problem with people who don't vet their source. They get all their information from influencers from YouTube.
I to say that it's all a myth, but with a little bit of research, come to find out, it was all true. The gold did exist. Now, Not too long ago, I told y'all America is the Northern Kingdom. Everybody knows it but you. Maybe.
Damn, this nigga's dumb. That's why you don't take none of these fake woke dudes serious. He is indoctrinated to believe bullshit. Nothing came of the lost city of Cibola. Cibola was in New Mexico. This is a Zuni village. Do you have any understanding of geographical land masses? What are you doing? So now what you're about to get are excerpts from the Coronado expedition. Let me help y'all out. Let's get some shit going here. Let's learn, fellas. This is a primary account. So the situation in the Seven Kingdoms, this is what they say. It remains to be understood that they didn't find no gold. They barely found villages. Barely. 200 families in a city. 7 cities of 7 little villages, all having the kinds of houses described within a radius of 5 clicks. This is the kingdom of Cibola. 200 homes. 200. As far as I can judge, it does not appear to me that there is any hope of getting gold or silver, but trusting God, if there is, we shall find our share of it. You have to have a standard for research. You need to raise your standards, gang. This is ridiculous.
And if you don't want to be no fuck nigga, don't be now.
Americans are the true American Indians. It's amazing how people believe the fabricated stories. Look at the murals in Mexico or the historical accounts of the Virginia Indians. All of the state encyclopedias describe who they were. It's obvious. I'll leave you with this name, Walter Plecker. Walter Ashby Plecker was an extremely racist American physician and public health advocate who was the first registrar of Virginia's Bureau of Vital Statistics, serving from 1912 to 1946. Plecker is responsible for the reclassification of millions of American Indians into what are referred to as black people today. The Indians were once named after their nation, tribe, or empire before terms like American Indian were even made. For instance, the Powhatan Indians were an empire, nation, confederacy, and tribe, being of mixed Iroquois and Algonquin descent. The original people of North America were a powerful and influential people.
Hey, appreciate it, Guild Dynasty. Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that. Most of them know that they Russian. A lot of them know that they come from Germany. A lot of them know that they Asian. A lot of them that did their genealogy. A lot of them refuse to show you what their grandmama, great-grandmama, great-granddaddies look like because it's an Asian man. It's some Chinese Bruce Lee nigga. Go ahead and get y'all screenshots, right? Go ahead and get your screenshots. This is called old panel, right? Tall, dark-skinned race. I can say race, right? Hey, Jesus ain't tall. They ain't dark skinned. In times worse than what any black American is ever doing to you. Niggas be stealing. These niggas stole your whole country and your identity and your name. They stole every fucking thing, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here to tell my people it's time to stop believing bullshit just because a motherfucker tell you bullshit with a straight look on their face. We too old, we too smart, we too motherfucking good to believe shit don't make no fucking sense.
4 was the word for red. When the South Americans first arrived, the Africans thought that they were gods. Because of that, they were referred to as Amanfor, red gods. When the South Americans settled, the Africans quickly realized that they were people just like them. That was when the Africans started referring to the South Americans as Bafor, red people. Y'all see this, right? Right, we got 93 people in here, right? Y'all see this, right? The Africans refer to the South Americans as Bafor, red people, right? Bafor. Y'all see that? Now I'm about to show y'all something here in a second. They refer to the South American Indians as Bafor, the red people, right? Copper colors, right? Once again, Moors, Sephardic and Indians are the same people.
Damn, this nigga's dumb.
Because a Bafour is a Sephardic Jew and a Moor. Berbers. Bafour, right? Red people. We just read it.
Damn, this nigga's dumb.
Founded. The Moors who helped build it lived among the Indians. There is records of a Moorish nurse in the hospital there in 1597. Okay. Moors, or Spaniards and Negroes, right? Same people, or Spaniards and Indians, continued their exploration, going as far west as Lower California and as far northwest as Kansas. Appreciate the gifts, y'all. The best blood in the nation. Pure Indian, pure-blooded Moor. Both come from the same seed. Both are children of the sun. Best blood in the nation, right? Hey, appreciate that, my naga. Right? In certain states, as Virginia, Lawrence Dennis, as being of light complexion and as one of their own, living with his aunt, Cordelia Dennis, whom he called mother. Overly exposed. Another of obviously Negro ancestry who is known as white is Senator Ellender of Louisiana. P.L. Prentice writes, quote, Ellender is not what you would call white. He is not even on the pink side. White passing people would be more racist because they have something to hide. And trust me, these people are so racist to us like they're hiding something. Oh shit. Oh shit.
How do you do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
I believe that white passing people will be the most racist because they have something to actually hide and be embarrassed about. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. The white passing ones. And the enslavement of Americans continued for many years. Right? 400 years, actually. That's why I use scream 400 years. Most of our people don't even understand that. Most of our people don't know that when they scream 400 years, that's Indian slavery. 400 years of Indian slavery. African slavery was only 200 and some change.